This podcast is sponsored by Intentional Living Magazine, your ultimate guide created to help infuse purpose and passion into your everyday life. From expert features that provide valuable insights to thought-provoking content that sparks transformation, this magazine, an online platform, is a perfect source of inspiration for all of those of us who truly believe in the power of intentional choices.
Hi and welcome to today's podcast of Can We Just? And today it's all about can we just talk about preparation
or lack of. Can I say the cheesy saying?
Go on.
Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. So listen to this episode and I hope you enjoy. So can we just talk about the cheesy language that we use in corporate? And it's not, is it just in corporate?
Well, we were talking about preparing, weren't we? And
yeah.
then, so in response to what we came back with, which was it the 5 Ps? Poor preparation leads to piss poor performance.
I didn't even say that.
Shut up. And then, and then an old managing director that worked with a massive multinational organisation was keep on keeping on. Don't even you cringe pants.
But you know, at the time, I mean, do you know what? As cheesy as it is, I quite like keep on keeping on.
Oh my God. I knew you would.
Keeping on. I'm going to say that when I'm on the 3 Peaks next week.
And you know, this is what we're going to talk about, right? We've just decided, but
because we haven't prepared, so it started from fail to prepare, prepare to fail.
Didn't like that.
No, I didn't. That was so passive aggressive. And
when people say things rather than just saying it as it is. I remember this bloke saying to me, just don't crash on the rocks about it. I was, what do you mean don't crash on the rocks about it? What does that mean? You know, like, because people will just go, okay, I'll just keep on keeping on and I won't crash on the rocks about it.
Let's move forward.
Let's moving forward. Let's like blue sky thinking. All of that. Don't crash on the rocks. That means don't make a big deal of it.
I have not heard that one. I just had a vision of you getting slapped on the rocks. Like
don't crash on the rocks. I'm saying, I'm sorry, I don't understand your banter, old boy. Like that. Talk to me in English. Like, seriously.
So that's where that come from. So because we didn't prepare for this podcast, which again, living in our human design, we are here to respond to life and here to respond to the things that come up on the day or within our field at the time.
And we were talking about you preparing to walk the 3 Peaks.
Yes.
For Alder Hey Children's Hospital.
Yes, which is an absolute great cause. And I'm doing it with a beautiful woman called Julie Ball, his grandson has been being treated for his condition at Alder Hey. And he's only a couple of years old. He's beautiful. And I think he's had about 4 operations so far, but one of the happiest little souls that you'll ever meet. So yes, the preparation for climbing 3 mountains in 12 hours. It's the Yorkshire 3 Peaks. It's not the 24-hour 3 Peaks, but I would like to do that.
Well, that's because you're a bit mad. But when you say it's just the Yorkshire 3 Peaks, there's still 3 peaks. And it sounds like a little stroll. Let me tell you, it's not. I've done it.
And what preparation did you do?
None. So what happened was,
tell us the story.
I was at work and there were someone said, we're doing the Yorkshire 3 Peaks for Macmillan. Mm-hmm. Are you coming, Jules? And I went, yeah, put me down for that. Full on fibromyalgia. You know, pain was just a way of life. Yeah, put me down for that. Be all right, thinking it'll be a little mooch out. And then another failure to prepare. The girl that was booking the accommodation the night before booked us a bunkhouse, which we thought, we'll all have like a dorm.
Yeah.
Got there. It was literally like a cow shed with slats on, no blankets, no pillows or anything. Oh. So we're about to walk 3 mountains in 12 hours with no sleep.
Oh, what did you do?
Would freeze, shivering like a whippet having a shit like that. Literally fully dressed. and with our coats on and woolly hats and all that. Then get up at daft o'clock in the morning to walk. And the first 20 minutes I thought, holy shit. That I was 20 minutes in and thinking I've got another 11 and a half hours of this and I don't know what I'm going to do. And I had, Mark had bought me walking poles.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to do it without them.
And you've given them to me, haven't you? They them ones.
But there was a lady that was, she probably wasn't that fit, to be honest. And she probably was a bit like me, thinking, well, how hard can it be?
Yeah, because you do think, oh, it's just walking up a couple of hills.
No, we were scrambling. Like at one point, I had my shoulder under her arse. I'm going, go on, you can do this. And we literally heaved her up through. And I thought, oh my Lord, if this is what we've got for the next 12 hours, I don't think I'm going to do it.
But again, it comes in, because I've done a few mountains myself and I love doing Snowdon. And you forget, it's like, oh yeah, I've done Snowdon like about 10 times. And it's not until I go back and I do it and I go, oh yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Because I do typically do the pig pass and that's a lot. It's scrambling all the way, but you get up quicker. So I'd rather do that to get up quicker than go the longer, easier way. I'd like, just let me get to the top and then I'll enjoy coming down.
I like the train.
The train goes past and you're like, oh,
I remember doing it years and years ago, and it was that misty. It was, like that 999 emergency. I thought they're going to have to come for us. It was like all of a sudden you turn around and then you couldn't see the person next to you.
Yeah.
Oh, it was horrific.
You sort of have to go in. So when we did it last week, Snowdon, it was okay in the day, and then when we started off, and as you get to the top, it's typically cloudy, and then it's the wind and the rain. So I go into my little bubble, I put my hood up, pull my thing in, you literally just can
like
see my eyes.
On a rack
and then I just go into the zone of, let me just get to the top, and don't speak to anyone. So it's quite lonely, but I feel like it's good for you to be in that position.
Were you saying to yourself, keep on keeping on?
Keep on keeping on.
Come on, girl, you've got this. Reach for the stars.
Well, all I was saying to myself, and this is what I did, because my mum did Snowdon with me when she was 70 for charity.
Oh my God, God love Eileen.
And she did it. And honestly, she did a little bit of walking beforehand, and she was like, I'm doing it for charity. And I said, you can do it. You'll definitely be able to do it. And she did the pig pass with the scramble.
God, good on her.
And it was the year that she turned 70, and we got to the top, and all the way through she was like, I can't do it. I went, Mum, you're doing it. You are doing it right now. God. You're doing it. Just take your time. And loads of other people turned back. And she carried on. And then when we came down, there was a big coach load of us. They were like, oh my God, that you're amazing. She was made up. She went to me, never again, never. But she was dead satisfied with. And I was like, and then even now when I was going up the mountain last Tuesday, and I was like, I can't believe my mum did this at 70, because I'm finding it hard at 48. But I started doing it when I was about 25, and I obviously had a lot more energy and I was fitter then. And I thought it was quite easy. And now I'm starting to go, ooh, okay, it is quite challenging.
I've never found it easy. I remember I must have been about 25, 26. I remember doing Angel Falls at Yosemite.
Oh,
and
love Yosemite.
And we were just going, it's just a quick nip up the hill like that. And then so it was sold to me. It's just a little stroll.
Be lovely in the mountains.
Be lovely, like boiling hot.
Might see some bears.
Yeah.
Goats.
Don't worry about heat stroke or anything like that, Jules. Just keep moving. And then on the way up, there was an old boy from Bolton come down with 2 walking sticks, like old.
Yeah.
Like old. And I thought,
inspiration.
I thought, well, if he can do it. I said, have you been to the top? He said, yeah, it's taken me a few hours. And I said, oh, that's bloody brilliant. So I thought, well, if he's done it, and he can hardly walk, I can do it. I was nearly dead at the top.
Did you keep on keeping on?
I kept on keeping on. I was reaching for the stars like that, and I had to have a lie down under a rock at the top. I was like, oh my God, shoot me now.
We'd
gone with that half a little bottle of water.
Did you have any suntan lotion or anything?
I don't even think I gave. Honest to God.
There was no preparation.
Zero preparation.
But you still did it.
Did it, but I've never found it easy.
And then this is the thing, is about, like, just to make a point, because I've had it drummed into me to plan and prepare always for everything. Naturally, as a kid, I didn't. Until I got, and as a teenager, I didn't. But then getting into the working world and then obviously having children and things need to be planned because you've got other people in your life to plan for. And so that's been programmed in me that I need to plan for everything. So if you'd have told me 2 or 3 years ago that I was going to do a podcast and not plan what we were going to talk about and have like loads of stats and loads of information, and that's not right, I would have been like, I can't do it. I would have froze. Whereas now it's a case of, okay, well, we don't need to prepare for certain things. And even though you didn't prepare for the 3 peaks and when you were 25 and you went up to Yosemite, you still did it and you learned from that.
Yeah, and I think I got to the point in life where I was making decisions for so many people in work or every part of my life. I was a decision maker. So when somebody else is happy to take the lead, I bloody step into that, surrender. You know, one of my biggest challenges is being open to receive and stepping into the feminine. So like when I go away with Hayley, she's dead organised, dead planned. I love it because I literally just take my passport, rock up. I don't even have to think about anything. And that's a real novelty for me.
Yeah.
So you being planning like you do, you plan everything. You do.
Not as much now.
But it's part of who you are. Like you'll say, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to go to bed at 8:30 and that.
If it makes me feel safe, I think of, if I don't do that thing tonight, it's going to make me stress tomorrow. So if I do it now, I'll have an easier day tomorrow. No, like getting the kids' stuff ready, or the certain things, or obviously planning in events. And I've got to plan in the training for the 3 peaks because I don't want to just rock up and do it because I want to feel strong and I want to do it in a good time. So that's why I'm preparing that way, but I'm not overly preparing.
But you prepare us, and I'm grateful for that. So you'll say, Jules, we're doing this week, and I'll go, thank you. Thank you, because I know that you'll have written it down.
Yeah.
And you didn't write down my doctor's appointment this morning. So guess what? I had a phone call, say you missed your appointment. Said, sorry.
Oh, you mentioned that the other day.
Claire didn't tell me.
Did you not put it in your diary? No,
because I've not got a diary anymore because we've gone electronic, haven't we? It's all transitioning for me, love.
It is.
It's all transitioning. So I wasn't going to break on the rocks about it.
Crash on the rocks.
I wasn't going to crash against the rocks about my appointment. The nurse rang me. It was all cool.
You can, moving forward, I
can blue sky. What else did they say?
Pick some options from that blue sky.
Literally take some.
I'm trying to think what else.
Yeah, if you think
take one for the team.
Take one for the team.
There's no I in team.
Oh, yeah. Together everyone achieves more. Yeah.
Trying to think, because I worked at QVC, the shopping channel, for years. And do you know what? I loved working there. I absolutely did. And I felt part of something because I've been a bit of a loner working in Ibiza for a while before I started there. Trying to think some of the things they had.
They'll come to you.
Be here now, that's quite a good one because it's about being present.
Be here now.
And they'd have it on the desk, be here now, so that, when you're speaking to your team or you're speaking to your customer, it's about being present. Yeah. But it was like, be here now. Choose your mood.
Accentuate the positive. I like that one though. Accentuate the positive. Anyway, so what else have we been preparing? The other thing that you didn't prepare for, which I was dead proud of you for, going away without everything booked.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing that there's something about when I go on holiday, there's nothing for me to plan because no one needs to really be anywhere or do anything because we just go on holiday, and then I go, well, we just decide on the day, and then Mark goes into planning mode then, and he's like, well, what are we doing this day? And I'm like, I don't know. I'll decide after I've had my breakfast. I might want to lie down.
How you can literally just switch.
It's like as soon as my foot gets in the car to the airport,
you done abdication.
I'm like, I'm not home. I'm not in me normal environment.
Do you like being in that space?
Yeah.
So why don't we do it more?
Well, I think we are, aren't we?
Yeah, like every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because I feel like as soon as I step into the home
duty,
there's that programming of, oh my God, there's so much that needs to be done.
Yeah.
And that's why I like to work out of the house, because otherwise I end up
Doing
the housework and then being tired to do the work, to do the business work. So that's why I went to David Lloyd the other day.
Yeah.
Which was much better.
I did too.
Yeah.
Guess what happened?
What?
Crashed my car.
Oh yeah.
Didn't plan that, did we?
No.
We crashed against
crashed
the
it
rocks.
on the
Bollard.
that loads of people have done. I've done it, and I've seen and heard loads of other people doing it. They need some feedback on them bollards in that car park.
They do. But the other thing that we're really planning for, so I know we sound like we're just winging it, Wendy, but we're not. Because whilst you were away in Miami, I was doing loads of preparation work for all the accreditation stuff and for our system stuff.
Yeah.
So we can do it.
Absolutely, you can.
Yeah,
You're amazing.
We can do it. And I tell you what it allows us to do, to be more efficient and work smarter. Work smarter, not harder.
It is.
We're full of them, aren't we?
We just keep on moving on.
Yeah.
Because we want to work smarter, not harder. But yeah, I get it. Automation, so that we can then be more, for me, it's like, okay, it's not something that we enjoy. If I get into it and there's nothing else to do, yeah, absolutely. But we know that we can then be more efficient and then be there for our clients with more energy, because we're not faffing around with manual systems.
Yeah.
And I know a lot. I spoke about this with a guy yesterday about how there's so many people out there, like therapists, healers, coaches, small business owners who have got into that well-being space to help others, but they don't have that technical ability, or, you know, to be on social media or to create websites for them to be seen, to be able to promote the businesses. And that's the way that we're going now. That's the way it is. So
It is.
I was like, yeah, you're right. There's because we've got the corporate, the business knowledge and the tech knowledge, because we've done it, not necessarily have to enjoy it. We can do it. And obviously we've got people helping us and we've invested in that. But there's a lot of people out there that haven't got that.
I know.
And it's not a joyful thing, is it, really?
Not if it's not your zone of genius.
yeah.
I mean, on what day were we back? Was it Monday? And I was getting in a right tiz. I don't really get in a tiz very often. But my desk looked like an explosion of paper. And
Did it look like it had crashed on the rocks?
to be honest, it looked like it had been in a hurricane, love. And I was trying to work out this system thing. And then I was getting frustrated with myself, saying, this can't be that hard. But because I was...
Is it because the desk was a mess though?
I'd gone into my emotional brain.
Yeah.
And gone into, no, there's no point. There's no point. So I got it done in the end, but it took about 12 hours. And I think actually, if I'd have paid someone to do it, they'd probably taken them half an hour. Do you know?
But you've learned a new skill.
I've learned a really fantastic new skill.
That you'll probably never use again.
Oh, my life. Do you know what I'm dreaming for and wishing for is for one day that you have one of those moments where you walk through a magic forest and come out and go, oh, do you know what? I love sitting at the computer now. I love it, Jules.
I reckon there's about 5 hours a month that I actually go, oh, this is okay. And I absolutely love responding to emails. I don't mind that. It's when I've got to work to a structure and put things in things and make it, oh, yeah.
And that's
if I've
why
not got the brain space,
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow we're delivering something else, babes. We're not at the
Which we
computer
haven't
tomorrow,
planned yet.
which is good now. That's another thing we've not planned for tomorrow, but we're okay because it's a subject that we absolutely are fully qualified in. So don't worry about that one.
We know all of that. We know of that.
But this is something I have planned next week. We've got one day with clients, and then the rest of the week is a day off for you, or time off for you, and then systems together.
We can't wait, can we?
Can't wait. The full moon's passed, so I think the energy's there.
Okay.
So that's happening next week.
Yeah,
We've got to keep on moving on.
We're going to keep on moving on. Keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on and moving forward.
So if anyone's listening and you've got any more wanky corporate lines.
Have you got any, Calvin?
I've been trying to think.
Have you? There's nothing come up.
Nothing like me.
There's like tons,
There's
isn't
tons
there?
of them.
So please let us know in the comments if you've got any really cheesy lines. I bet you loads will come on now, won't they?
And then, and if you are a small organisation that struggles with their IT, let us know, because
Come and see me.
don't come and see Claire, but we can hook you up with people.
We'll go in the
really
forest
helpful.
and just forget about life.
We were in the forest yesterday.
It was beautiful, wasn't it?
We did a whole day yesterday with a client, a 2-to-1 client. 2-to-1 because there's 2 of us and 1 of her. And we were out there for about 5.5 hours, weren't we? It was very lovely.
It was really nice.
We were very
Felt
blessed.
really tired yesterday, but I think that's because we've had that fresh air.
Last night, you mean?
Yeah, last night, sorry. And I slept well last night, but then I had a dream about spaceships and aliens in the field in front of the house, and it felt so real. But again, it was the full moon.
And you are an alien.
I am, yeah. Might be, yeah.
I think you are, yeah.
Let's keep on.
Keep on.
So thanks for listening. Random podcast as usual, but you know what? Prepare to fail. What is it? Fail to prepare. Prepare to fail.
Oh God, I'm
Love
going
and
dry.
light.